Hello, my name is Aldrich, and in this video I want to build upon a video that I made way back, and ever since I published this video I've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram and I've been seeing in the comments on my videos, and one aspect that keeps arising up in these messages is this aspect of feeling left behind. So in this video I want to talk more about that feeling of being left behind and what I did that helped me cope and manage with that emotional pain. The biggest thing I want you to take away from this video is that you have to stop comparing yourself to others, and this is easier said than done. Did you know that Colonel Sanders founded KFC when he was 65 years old? And did you know that it wasn't until Samuel L. Jackson was in his early 40s that he got his major roles in acting? What you can learn from those two people is that everyone will mature and peak at different stages in their life. The man above, right, has different plans for everybody, and you will be successful one day. You'll be surprised that not many people will learn this until they are much older in life, and I'm glad that I'm not 100%, but I'm semi-glad that I retook the year, because that if I didn't retake the year, then I wouldn't have had that realization. You see what I mean by everyone will mature and peak at different times? What this means for you is that you have to get it out of your head that life follows a linear pattern of growth, because it's just not like that, unfortunately. And this leads me on to the next point, and that is you have to stop comparing yourself to others, because those other people you're comparing yourself to, they live much different lives than you do. They've experienced different things, they were exposed to different things. Everyone in this planet has been dealt a different hand in life, and unfortunately some hands are better than others, but you have to make do with what you've got. Rather than comparing yourself to others, learn how to admire and be happy for the people who have, who are your definition of success. But don't grow envious of them, because once you grow some level of envy of them, then you'll start to belittle your own accomplishments, and you'll start to think that your accomplishments aren't accomplishments at all. And it's just this, you'll start to build this toxic environment within your own mind, and you're becoming your worst enemy. Don't let their accomplishments affect the magnitude of your accomplishments. My second advice is you have to accept and embrace your feelings. Don't ever feel confused about being left behind as if that feeling is wrong. Rather than running away from the feeling of, I don't know why I'm feeling left behind, you have to shift your mindset and say, yeah, I am feeling left behind. You have to accept that, and it is difficult to accept that level of vulnerability, but the thing is that's the point of understanding who you are and your own emotions. Because if you pretend your emotions don't exist, or if you pretend that your emotions don't matter to anybody, then you're going to end up becoming better at hiding your tears behind that smile. What I'm trying to say is that your feelings matter, and once you start to accept that state of mind that you're in, you'll start to understand who you are, and then you can understand and really control your emotions in the future. I understand that this step is really difficult, because accepting that level of vulnerability is you feel weak, you feel volatile, but the thing is, get out of your head of society's expectations of you to man up. Once you've accepted those feelings are there, then you can take logical steps to solve those problems. Embrace your emotions. It's not wrong for you to be feeling left behind. It's just a phase. My last advice is to seek out emotional support with the people you trust. It goes a long way when you finally talk to somebody you trust about your feelings, really opening up about your feelings and the situation and the struggles and that emotional pain that you're feeling. Pretty much taking that out of your system, and for somebody to listen to that mess and your emotions. I'm telling you, remember what I said, your emotions matter, yeah? And for somebody to actually absorb that and to listen to that, absorb all that, and then for them to respond, you know what I mean? Somebody that really is willing to just sit down and just to talk to you, and somebody who cares about you. So what I want you to think about is, look at the people you trust. friends, family, or even potentially a teacher. Look at somebody you trust and you feel like you can open up to about these problems, because it honestly goes a long way when it's finally out of your system. I'm telling you, once you find somebody or even a group of people or a community that understands your pain, then it feels so good, and it really does help cope with that emotion, like that emotional side of you. And you know, then it's just such a it overall just helps with your mental health, and your mental health is just as important as your physical health, or if not more. I hope in this video I was able to provide some emotional support for you, and that my practical advice is actually like helpful, because those are the things that generally helped me. First one is stop comparing yourself to others. Learn how to admire others instead, and be happy for others, and to be happy and to encourage other people and the people around you to be successful. And don't grow envious of anybody, because if you do, you'll start to belittle your own accomplishments and your own mindset, and you'll just end up being your own toxic enemy. The second tip was to embrace your emotions. So learn how to just accept them, to look in the mirror and think, yeah, I am upset. Hey, you are feeling left behind. And once you start to acknowledge that those feelings exist, you'll start to enter a new level of territory where you're accepting to be this vulnerable person. And that's so powerful, because this will make you learn how to control your emotions much better. And it's so great. And thirdly, seek out emotional support with people you trust. Like I said, it goes a long way just to get that out of your system, and to really build that personal human to human connection with somebody. And trust me, like once you do find that person or group of people, you're going to be friends with them for life. And that's kind of what happened with me. If you reached this part of the video, I just want to say thank you so much for listening to me. And what I want you to do now is to comment below like a snowman, so I know who exactly reached this part of the video. And yeah, I really do hope that I was able to provide that emotional support, as I said. And yeah, and I wanted to pretty much tell you that everything is going to be okay. Please take care of yourself, and remember that there are people out there who love you. All right? Safe.